My name is Darren Waldner. We're located at Waldner Farms, which I'm an owner-operator at in Webster, South Dakota. We operate roughly 10 acres, actually, when it's all in production. We grow tomatoes, cucumbers, sweet corn, potatoes, peas, green beans, anything that you'd find in a grocery store, we produce here fresh. And then we do a ton of pumpkins too, and we do some specialty events with the pumpkins in the fall. We're a direct-to-customer farm. We don't sell a lot to grocery stores. Our focus is actually more farm to table. So the people that are buying our product are taking it home, preparing it, and putting it right on their plate. It's kind of a lost thing, you know, the gardens in people's backyards isn't as prevalent as it used to be. So our goal when I started this is I wanted to make sure that my kids had the opportunity to see what this is like and work and kind of grow, and the fruits of that is we get fresh produce. Growing up, my mom and dad loved cucumbers and tomatoes, so their garden, it was always covered in cucumbers and tomatoes. I despised going out there and weeding and picking cucumbers and tomatoes, and this property we're on came for sale, and we drove by and saw it, and the intention was to build a house here. And the first year we weren't ready, so we kind of just tilled up a little section of it, and I think we put in 3 rows of beets and some tomatoes and cucumbers, and man, we picked and picked and picked and picked and kind of had a surplus. So we took that surplus to the market, and we got to see that, you know, there's people out there that are excited about that produce too. So before I knew it, we're 10 acres deep, and we bought a house a half mile down the road because we didn't want to change anything here with what we're producing. So it was kind of by accident, I guess you could say. It wasn't. I don't know that we walked into this with a grand plan of passing on a tradition, but it kind of has fallen into that. You know, the kids coming out here and playing in the tomato patch and eating cherry tomatoes till they can't move. I mean, those are the things that make me happy, and probably the biggest reason I keep doing this. There's a lot of different techniques we use here on the farm. I would probably classify us as a conventional tillage if I had to put us into one category, but we do standard tilling, we do plastic, we've got some plastic culture, we do some paper pot transplanting, we do a lot of different things. Mechanical tillage, mechanical cultivation. There's a lot of different equipment laying around that we utilize to keep things nice and neat and clean. So a lot of drip irrigation. There's a lot of plastic culture, especially in the high tunnels. So we do drip tape underneath the plastic and some drip lines out there. Fortunately, this year we've had a lot of rain, so we haven't had to rely a lot on that, but that's one of the techniques we use. We became South Dakota Specialty Producer members because of the network that it creates and the people it ties you to. There's strength in numbers there, and being able to lean on the other producers to learn and develop a game plan has been incredible for us. You're kind of alone, or you feel alone on this island when you get into this micro environment, but the specialty producers definitely showed us that there's more people like us out there, and there's answers to questions that we didn't know we even had. There's grants available to the producers that we've taken advantage of. This high tunnel is a perfect example of one of them. But not only the tunnel itself, but how to run it, and how to manage it, and how to make sure it's working for our farm. And then the RFSI grant is basically, the goal with that is to strengthen that middle of the ground with specialty producers and allow them to create a product that's more shelf stable or get it to market easier. And that's all been through the South Dakota Specialty Producers. What I like to do is visit with the people and basically take all the good ideas I can get and mush them up into one big plan and run with it. I think somebody should be a specialty producer because of the network. It's that knowledge base that's out there that you can tap into and lean on, and if something's not going right, you've got a group of people that you can talk to and say, hey, what do I need to do here? Has anybody thought about this or experienced that? Because usually there is, and usually there's an answer. What are future plans? I don't really have any definitive ones. I just want to get better at what we're doing currently. You know, the name of the game is efficiency. So what can we do to grow better, be better stewards of the land, and serve our customers better? It's always, for me, about getting that produce out there as early as we can. So it's always a race for me to get, how do I get that first tomato to the market? Or how do I get that first cucumber? Or most importantly, how's that first ear of sweet corn make it? So I'm looking to always be more efficient with my time and my labor force. The most rewarding part is the kids. You know, seeing them at Pumpkin Fest, trying to carry a pumpkin that's twice as big as they are. That's really exciting for me. Seeing my girls out here in the tunnels, you know, picking cucumbers and eating cucumbers right out of the tunnel, and the tomatoes, and seeing them enjoy it. Or, you know, on a Saturday afternoon, going out and picking some lettuce and some cucumbers and making a salad. Sitting around that salad as a family and eating that and enjoying that. Sweet corn, you know, one of my favorite things is a pot of sweet corn. You know, you could make a meal out of that and a stick of butter. Those are the rewards that I enjoy, and the things that kind of fulfill me to keep doing this.